If you want to pass your driving test in 2025, make sure you save this video. I'm going to be sharing some of my top tips which helped me to pass my driving test a couple of weeks ago. I've had quite a few messages and comments, people asking for advice, tips, what to expect on the test day, that sort of thing. So I thought I'd just make a little video and explain it all. The first thing I want to talk about is what to expect on your test day. So it tends to be a 2-hour lesson, so your driving instructor will pick you up an hour before your test and then you sort of drive around for that hour. I'd recommend in that last hour before your test that you work on things which you maybe aren't so confident with or things that you're a bit nervous about. I used the hour to go over the manoeuvres just because I wanted to make sure I was absolutely perfect with my manoeuvres. Just use that hour to go over literally anything which you're not feeling confident with. Within that hour as well, you will drive to the test centre. You're supposed to be at the test centre about 15 minutes before your test. Make sure you've got your provisional licence with you, because when they call out your name, they will ask you for your provisional licence straight away. So make sure you've got that with you. And then they'll ask you to sign some documents on the iPad, and then they'll take you out the test centre and get you to do the eyesight check. So you've got to read a number plate from, I think it's about 20 or 20.5 meters away. So make sure that you can read a number plate from that far away, because if you can't, then your test will end there and then. So then when you walk into the car, your examiner will explain to you how the test is laid out, and they will ask you a tell me question. So for the tell me question, they might ask you to open your car bonnet, and then they'll just ask you a question and ask you to point out where something is. But if they don't ask you to open the bonnet, they will ask you another question when you sit in the car. So they might ask you, how would you know that your brakes are working, or how would you know that your indicators are working, or when would you turn on your fog lights, that sort of thing. You can find all of the tell me questions on the government website. If you do get the question wrong that they ask you, you will get a minor for it. And I know it's only a minor, but if you do end up getting loads of minors in your test, you don't want this to be like the one minor that made you fail. So you'd rather just learn the questions to save you from getting that minor, which could result in you failing your test. And before you set off, your examiner will tell you whether you're going to get the sat nav or whether you'll have to follow road signs. You'll also be told to pull up on the left quite a few times in the test, just so they can see how far you are from the curb, and then also they want to see how you sort of move off. So make sure to check all your blind spots before signalling and moving off. When you pull up on the left, you can also use that time to literally just take a breather, relax, have a sip of water. I did that on my test as well. When you're driving, they'll ask you a show me question. So that could be, show me how you'd open and close your side window, show me how you'd operate the horn. And again, I think those questions are on the government website, so it's always worth learning those, because if you do get the answer wrong, then it will go down as a minor, just like your tell me question. So it's just worth learning the show me and tell me questions.